Most people think Binance is just a place to buy Bitcoin. But here's the truth. Every single day, millions of people are making money on Binance in ways you've probably never even tried. And the shocking part is this. If you're only holding crypto, if you're only buying and waiting, you're leaving piles of money on the table. Binance is not just an exchange, it's an ecosystem with multiple ways to generate income. From the safest beginner options to the high risk, high reward strategies, today I will break down 7 proven ways to make money on Binance. And by the end, you'll see exactly where opportunity is slipping through your fingers. Let's start with the foundation, spot trading. Over $10 billion is traded every single day on Binance spot markets. That number alone should tell you how much money is moving. Spot trading is the backbone of every exchange. You buy, you sell, you try to profit from the price differences. Sounds simple, right? Buy low, sell high. But here's the truth. Most people don't realize. Getting started is easy. Making consistent money is a completely different story. You can begin with just a small amount, $20 or $30, but after trading fees, the gains can become so tiny that they barely move the needle. To see meaningful results, most traders start at least with a few $100s. Some even go in with thousands. Why? Because every trade has some fees, and Binance charges a standard fee of 0.1%. That may sound small, but if you're trading often, these fees can add up fast. But the good news is this. There are ways to reduce those costs. If you hold BNB, which is Binance's native coin, you can use it to pay your fees. You get a 25% discount. If you sign up with a referral code like mine, you can cut another 5%. And on some trading pairs like Bitcoin against USDT, Binance has introduced zero-fee trading promotions. So yes, you can save money. But the harsh truth is this. If you do not learn the strategies, if you do not take time to understand charts, candlesticks, support and resistance, and how to manage risk, you're not really trading. You're guessing. Basically, you're gambling. And in a market volatile like this one, guessing is the fastest road to loss. The interface is super easy. Market orders are intuitive. You click buy and you own the coin. But the professionals are not using market orders. They're setting limit orders, stop limits, and using patterns to manage entries and exit. That is where the real edge comes from. The pain point is this. If you're just buying and holding, waiting for the price to rise, you're letting the market control you. While you wait, real traders are profiting off every rise and fall. They eat while you sit. They collect while you watch, and slowly some fees chip away at your balance. Secondly, is staking with Binance Earn. Now, let's move to something simpler, staking. Staking is the process of locking up your crypto to help secure a network. In return, you earn rewards. Think of it like putting money in a savings account that pays interest, except it's crypto instead of cash. On Binance, staking is super easy. You pick a token, whichever token it is, and you click subscribe. From that moment on, your coins are locked and they start earning. Simple, right? The great thing about this is that the complexity level is super low. There is no chart to read. There is no strategy to master. You do not need to be a trader to stake. Even a beginner can do this within a minute or so. And here's the catch. The rewards depend on which token you stake. Some tokens offer higher yields, others a much lower one. And the amount you invest also matters. If you only stake $20 worth of a token, The reward is so small, you will not even notice it. Staking makes more sense when you're holding larger amounts or when you're in it for the long term. Binance takes a percentage of the staking rewards as its fee. That means you still keep a majority of the interest that you've earned. In the staking industry, that's really a competitive rate. Some other platforms take much more than what Binance does. And the ease is unbeatable. Once your crypto is staked, rewards flow automatically. You do not need to check charts or make trades. But here's a painful truth. If your coins are just sitting in a wallet doing nothing, you're losing. It's like owning an apartment and then leaving it empty. The building is there, the value is there, but no one is paying rent. Meanwhile, other people are collecting income on the same tokens you're letting sit idle. The third is Binance Savings, flexible and locked. If staking is the first step into passive crypto income, savings is the simplest. Binance Savings offers two options, flexible and locked. Flexible means you can withdraw anytime you want. Locked means you commit for a set period like 30, 60, 90 or 120 days. Locked usually offer higher returns. This is one of the easiest ways to make money on Binance. You do not need to learn technical analysis. You do not need to understand complex projects or products. You just deposit your crypto into a savings product and it starts earning. The entry level is super low. You can start with whatever you have in your account. Even $10 worth of USDT can go into flexible savings. Locked products sometimes require a little more to make sense, but the barrier is still tiny compared to trading. There are no direct fees, and the interest rate you see is a return that you get. The APY, which is the annual percentage yield, is built into the product. But here is what people ignore. Crypto is volatile, but it's also subject to inflationary pressures. If your coins just sit untouched, their purchasing power erodes over time. If your coins just sit untouched, it's possible for their purchasing power to erode over time. Binance Savings protect you from that. It ensures your crypto is at least working, at least fighting back against time. And here's a pain if you ignore it. While you wait, your assets slowly can lose real-world value. $100 in Bitcoin today may still be $100 tomorrow, but what that $100 can buy might shrink. Savings cushion that blow. If you do not use it, you're volunteering for slow losses. Fourth is dual investment and structured projects. Now we are entering advanced territory. Dual investment products are one of the most misunderstood tools on Binance. They advertise huge returns, sometimes 60% APY or even more, and people jump in without reading the fine print. Here is how it works. You pick a target price for a coin. You lock in your crypto. When the settlement date arrives, the outcome depends on where the market goes. Sometimes you get your return in the same coin that you locked. Other times you get paid in another currency. Complexity here is really high. To really use dual investment, you need to understand options like mechanics. You need to be comfortable with your idea that your payout might not be what you expect. You usually need more capital for these products to make sense. $10 will not cut it. A few hundred, maybe a few thousand is where you start to feel the effect of this. There are no explicit fees, but don't let that fool you. The hidden cost is risk. If the market moves in a way that you did not predict, your payout might be locked in a currency that you did not want at a rate you did not plan for. The setup itself is super easy. It's a few clicks and you're locked in. But understanding what you just agreed to may not be easy. The pain point here is brutal. If you do not understand these products, you're gambling blind. And Binance is not tricking you. The rules are clear, but they can be complex. And every time someone locks money without understanding, you're basically at a loss. And every time you lock your money without understanding, you're putting yourself up for a loss. Fifth is yield farming. Yield farming is the promise of high returns wrapped in high risk. On Binance, you can farm by providing liquidity to pools, joining swap farming, or participating in Launchpool projects. In return, you earn extra tokens or trading fees. The complexity here ranges from medium to high. You need to understand what a liquidity pool is. Essentially, you're lending your crypto to the exchange so other people can trade against it. In return, you earn a share of the fees. Sounds good, but here's a trap. It's called impermanent loss. Impermanent loss happens when the value of your staked coins changes relative to the market. You might earn fees, but the coins you get back could be worth less than if you had just held them. Add that to the volatility of the tokens themselves, and your shiny yield can vanish overnight. Starting capital varies. Some pools require large amounts to see real benefit. Others, especially Launchpools, let you start even smaller. There are no direct fees, but the hidden costs are everywhere. Price drops, pool volatility, token dumps exist as well. The execution is straightforward once you understand it, but if you don't, it is a minefield. And the pain here is sharp. Every day, new farmers chase eye-popping APYs, only to realize later that their profits was wiped out by impermanent loss or a collapsing token. If you do not learn the mechanics, you're not farming, you're donating, which is pretty sad. Number 6 way is Launchpools and airdrops. Now, let's talk about Launchpools and megadrops. This is one of Binance's best marketing tools, but it's also one of the easiest ways for regular users to get early access to tokens. And here is how it works. You lock assets like BNB into a Launchpool. In return, you're rewarded with new project tokens before they hit the open market. Sometimes these tokens explode in value. Sometimes they can fade into nothing. The complexity here is pretty low. All you need to do is lock, wait, and receive. The starting capital is also small. You just need enough of the token, whether BNB, USDT, or USDC, to qualify. And there are no direct fees, but there is an opportunity cost. If you lock into a project that fails, your reward is basically worthless. The real challenge here is evaluating projects. Is a new token strong? Is it backed by a good team? Does it solve a real problem? If you get it wrong, the reward that you're being given is basically like holding empty bags. And here's the painful truth. If you ignore Launchpools, you miss the opportunity to be early. You watch others brag about 10 times returns, and you're left wishing you had taken the shot. Number 7 way of making money is the referral program. This is the easiest money on Binance, the referral program. This one requires zero capital. You do not need to trade. You do not need to invest. You just share your referral link, like I always do in my description or in my bio. Every time someone signs up and trades, you earn a percentage of the fees that they paid, up to 40%, depending on the program terms. There is no complexity. All you just do is copy the link, share it, someone uses it, done. The capital, zero. Fees, zero. Your reward comes directly from Binance's cut. And this is super simple. In fact, I have made over $800 just by using the referral link. The pain point here is obvious. If you're not using your referral link, Binance keeps 100% of the fees. You're literally giving away money that could be yours forever. Binance gives you 7 doors to income. If you only open one, or worse, if you open none, you're handing an opportunity to someone else. Every day your coins sit idle, someone else is multiplying theirs. The biggest danger on Binance is not that you'll get wrecked. It's that you will stay stuck, buying, holding, waiting, watching others grow while your balance collects digital dust. Don't let that happen. Don't let your money sleep while the market moves without you. Share this with a friend who is still not using the Binance platform to its full potential and save them before it is too late.